What's up, gentlemen? Week 2 predictions, a little week 1 recap for you. Alright, here we go. Guys, good first week. Awesome job, awesome job. I was, hello. Oh, hello. Okay. Good job. I was 5-1 on my predictions last week. Not bad. Fred, you really fucked me by somehow just putting up the stupidest game I've ever seen in Fantasy League. Well done, well done. Alright, guys. Here are my week 2 predictions. First game, Big Black Puss against Team Perry. Alright, Team Perry. Not a good first week there, Ken. Looking bad, put up low points in the league. Expect that to not change this week. Look at your starting lineup. You are starting Fred Jackson and Kellen Winslow. You're sort of chasing them. I think they had a better week last week than they're going to this week for sure. I think CJ Spiller gets back on. And, of course, Kellen Winslow's like 1,000,000 years old, so there's that. I give Big Black Puss the win this week, going to 2-0. Next game, Vinegar Strokes versus Tatupu. Tatupu put up a good showing against your boy BBP last week. Came up a little short. In this one, I have Minocchio with the win. I know Tatupu, Zach, you're leading in the predictions on ESPN, but everybody knows that doesn't mean shit. I think Vinegar Strokes pulls out the win. I think RG3 gets back on form after a really bad, just kind of shell-shocked. I think he was a little bit affected about how bad or how good Philly's offense was playing last night, how bad his defense was playing. Couldn't really get stuff going. I think he gets back in week 2. I think Brent Selleck is a good start. I'd be starting all the Philly players that I had if I were you guys too. Their offense is looking dope this year. Don't see that slowing down. That leads me into my next game, Phil versus Cam. I got Phil, that red-green show, taking it this week. I think Russell Wilson and Frank Gore get shut down for Cam. Phil's got LaShawn McCoy. I think he's going to end up being the RB1 this year over Adrian Peterson. I think that he was that 2 years ago. He's back. That Chip Kelly offense is just going to be nasty. Look for Shady McCoy to put up nasty numbers this year. Next game, Ray versus Fred. Now, this became a lot more interesting after Fred's game last week, but I think that Fred comes crashing back down to earth this week. There was a record number of TD passes thrown last week. I think we all kind of come back down to earth. Defenses kind of get, their feet in the water. Not going to be as many touchdowns this year. I don't think Peyton Manning's throwing for 7 this week. Maybe give Wes Welker 1, give AJ 1 or 2, but I think Ray is better top to bottom. Fred, your running backs are still an issue even with no Sean in there. Ray's going to need a new defense, though. Tampa Bay's playing New Orleans, and I don't know if you want to start a defense against Drew Brees, Ray. Probably not the best decision, so go ahead and take care of that. All right, Wes versus David. David, Lamar Miller is still an issue for me. Assuming that Wes gets this trade done with Ken, Wes instantly becomes a playoff team if he gets what he wants to accomplish done with Jamal Charles and such and Roddy White. It's a huge step forward for your team, Ken. Maybe you get better too. It's not a bad trade, so we'll see if it goes through. If it does, I got Wes this week. I think top to bottom he's going to get it done. David's team's pretty good. I think this is going to be game of the week, just for the sole reason that one of you two is going to 0-2. One step closer to that Dylan Shredded Turkey Ball. Hey. All right, last game of the week, Chad versus Pinson. Pinson, you put up a good game against Fred last week. It's not going to be enough this week. Monte Ball, not a good enough RB2. Taking him in the second round, going to come back to haunt you. Chad's got a pretty good team. He reloaded a little bit of his bench, so he's got some, I wouldn't say better depth, but yeah, I wouldn't say anything about your depth. It's awful. But I still give Chad the nod this week. Thursday night game is tonight, so we will see, and I will see you bitches later.